Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island is definitely an interesting concept. This is a 1998 film directed by Jim Stenstrum, and it starts off with the mystery gang having split up because they kind of got bored of the fact that whenever they hunted monsters and ghosts, it always turned out to be a human, a person. So they went their separate ways. Daphne has this TV show, and then something brings them back together, and they're visiting Moonscar Island, and well, there are zombies, and they can't resist this lure of this investigation. Will they turn out to be real zombies or something else or people? I'm not going to answer that question, but I will say the narrative developed quite well. The whole film is about an hour and 10 minutes, and the pacing is really good. It kind of gets off to a really good start. Maybe towards the end I felt like it was slowing down a bit, but not too much that it kind of, made me bored. I will say I didn't really care for any of the supporting characters. None of them really struck me as being that interesting. The spooky atmosphere, though, was quite nice. I quite liked it. And it's very well animated, so there are certainly various things in this that I think is very appealing. I didn't love it as much as I like, the cartoons or the half-hour episodes. I feel like this could have actually been condensed into a half-hour episode, maybe slightly longer. As I said, the pacing slowed down a bit and we could have chopped it up and neatened it and tightened it up a little bit. But the narrative still worked. It still flowed fairly well, and I'd say it's pretty unpredictable, and there are some surprises throughout this. So it's a decent narrative. The execution is pretty good. It's well animated. Great voice cast. Scooby-Doo is voiced by Scott Innes, and Billy West as Shaggy. We have Mary Kay Bergman, Frank Welker, and BJ Ward as Daphne, Fred, and Velma. We also have other great voices, including Tara Strong, Jim Cummings, and Mark Hamill. Really a pretty decent animation and a good film. If you're a fan of Scooby-Doo, I think you'll like it. As I said, I didn't think it was quite as good as the TV episodes because I feel like they're better as self-contained half-an-hour segments. I feel like this didn't quite sustain itself for the full hour and a bit, but generally, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island is pretty decent, and if you're a fan of Scooby-Doo, I think you'll find certain things in it at least, to be quite delightful.